Imagine that you're hungry after coming back from school and your mom is cooking Maggie for you. Imagine that it's 5 p.m. in the evening and your friends are out there for you to play with you. And imagine you have completed your dreadful final exams and you're now going towards the parents teacher meet. Imagine that you cannot go out and play with your friends because you tend to fall after walking 50 meters. And imagine your class teacher telling your parents that you should go and study in the school. Too much for a 10-year-old, isn't it? Well, that was because I suffered from a developmental disorder called dyspraxia, and it took my parents over 9 years to figure that out. Dyspraxia is a developmental disorder in which your brain and your body parts do not coordinate well. And all the things that I mentioned above becomes next to impossible for a person suffering from it. But I had great parents who never gave up on me. It took me 5 years of therapies to overcome all the challenges that I faced to make me what I am today, to make me stand right here in front of you. But it was never easy for them. It was frustrating for them to answer questions from the society like, what's wrong with your child? What is he suffering from? And does he have a serious disease? Due to my circumstances, I felt like a loser and I isolated myself. But I submerged into the world of technology, making it my new best friend. I started learning how to code, and today I know around 14 programming languages. My parents always used to tell me, someone's opinion on you will never become your reality. And with this shift in mindset, I started helping myself so that I could go out and help others. I started researching about the topic of developmental disorders and realized that I am not the only one. I was never the only one. 1 out of 6 children globally suffer from one or the other developmental disorders, and only a very small number of them are even able to diagnose it. Therapies at an early stage seems like a far-sighted dream over here. So at the age of 16, I started thinking, if I cannot find a solution for everyone, why don't I build one myself? So after 2 years of research, by finding the right medical specialist, I came up with a mobile app called MyChild, which was able to do all the things that took my parents 9 years at a point of time in less than 10 seconds. MyChild is a mobile app that uses machine learning algorithms to track a child's growth between the age of 1 to 24 months and helps the parent predict whether the child is going to suffer from a developmental delay at a certain age or not. The app is currently used in more than 140 countries, and more than 15,000 parents are not facing what my parents did. More than 15,000 parents are today able to take their children to the right specialist so that they could get the right treatment that they deserve. After working on MyChild app and working with these parents, I realized that there is a very big problem out there about mental illnesses, disorders, and disabilities altogether. So in 2017, I started launching a new global community called We Included, where we tried to destigmatize the world about mental illnesses and tell the world about how someone with a disability or a disorder lives. We Included reached to more than 20 countries and got more than 200,000 views every single month. My work got my work got featured everywhere, from Forbes 30 under 30 to getting a post by Sheryl Sandberg. That was like a dream come true. In one day, I got more friend requests than anyone can imagine over here. If people here don't know, Sheryl was the chief operating officer of Facebook and also not one of the strongest businesswomen in the world. But like everything else, go up, they are down. We were unable to figure out how to monetize the community. We were unable to figure out how to monetize the app, because of which we were unable to raise fundings and we failed. We did not grow. After a point, there was a slump. But that's fine. Life moves on, right? I joined my mentor Samir Bangara in 2019 to help him build QKey as his vice president of technology. And today QKey is the largest creator network in the country. We manage more than 300 creators, have a total follower base of around 500 million people, and get more than 2 billion views every single month. I was working relentlessly for the last 10 years. You know, I started working at the age of 16. I am today 26. And I worked through very tough times. One of the tough times was during COVID, when I lost my mentor Samir to a bike accident. And during that time also, I was very concerned about my mission, that I need to help people suffering from disabilities. I need to help people suffering from mental illnesses. During my work at QKey, I have helped personally more than 200 people to go out and get therapies in their life for the first time. But again, life throws you a curveball. And life is all about curveballs. On February of 15th, 2023, I had a nervous breakdown at my home in Gurgaon. I fell down on my floor and I was shivering. All the relentlessness that was done over the last 10 years had to come to an end. My parents booked the next flight for me to Bhopal, took me to my therapist. We realized that I'm suffering from depression and general anxiety disorder. I am on antidepressants. I still take them, by the way. Depression is a very tough thing to manage, you know. A lot of people go through it silently every single day, and a lot of them get silently killed, and we don't even notice. You know, as Tyson Fury once said, that depression is like carbon monoxide poisoning. You cannot see it, you cannot feel it, you cannot smell it, but you die. I stopped getting out of my bed every single day after I got diagnosed with depression. I started thinking every day when I woke up, why did I wake up? Why did I not die in sleep? That's the easiest way to die. And here's the funny thing. I when I told people about my suicidal tendencies, when we hear people that, hey, this person committed suicide, the first thing that our society will end up telling us is, hey, he did not think about his parents, or she was a weak person. We are not weak. We just need help. People who are going through mental illnesses just need help. And it's very tough to live with one. India, as a society, is not only ill-equipped humanly to take care of people with mental health issues because of the stigma that we have, but also ill-equipped to handle the number of mental illnesses that is out there in our country. I have a great support system. I'm having an amazing family and friends who are helping me out there. But there are more than 100 million people all over the country suffering from these issues and are silently taking their lives. Nobody is thinking about them. So the next time when you go to a party, and you find someone standing in the corner, or you have a friend that is unable to sleep properly, or you have a sibling who starts crying in the middle of the day, ask them what's up. Ask them what's going on. And ask them to expand on it. And also, we have a very big problem as a society that we need to fix. And ironically, that problem is called the Indian fix mode. Whenever someone will tell you there is a problem, all we do is tell and reply to them by saying how the problem can be fixed, how they can take care of it with a solution. But most people who are going through these mental health issues do not want you to fix them. They can take a specialist help for that. They just want you to listen. They just want you to be there. I heard a quote from Robert Greene once that said that vulnerability is seductive and insecurity is anti-seductive. And it has always stayed in my mind because India is one of the least vulnerable societies that we have seen. And the youth over here can fix it. We need to be more open about the thoughts that are going on in our brain and start opening up about understanding that if somebody is not acting like how you want them to act, there might be something that needs to be looked into. Show them that you can listen. Show them your compassion. Show them that they could be vulnerable. And maybe after that, we would be able to save more lives and make this world a better place. Thank you so much.